Welcome to Got Tech Digital Escape the Room Professional Development video series. This is video 3B, Color Lock Clue using Google Sheets. To create this type of clue, you'll need a couple of resources. First, you'll need a YouTube video that will allow you to make 5 to 6 content-based questions. The second thing you'll need is a Google image or any type of an image that relates to that video that could be our placeholder on our new Google sites. Make sure that you're including the URLs to both of these resources on your Digital Escape the Room template. Let's first go out to our template form. As you can see here, I have the link to my sheets, which we'll get to, but I also have the YouTube video link right here, and I already hyperlinked that. I know what type of clue this is going to be based on the fact that I'm using sheets. It's a shoe-in for a color directional lock. So let's get into making this clue in Google Sheets. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go into our Google Drive. We're going to go to our Odyssey Digital Escape the Room folder, or whatever your topic is for your Digital Escape the Room. And we're going to go to Clue 2. And we're going to come in here and we're going to hit New. And we're going to click on Google Sheets. When you get into Google Sheets, make sure you name this Clue 2, and then you could put whatever title that you want after that. Alright, so I've skipped ahead and I put in all my questions here. I hyperlinked my video up here, and then I put some hints, and I make sure that I put that all the answers must be in capital letters, because I'm going to format it that way. And in order for the formatting to work, everything has to be consistent. So rather than the students guessing whether it needs to be capitalized, not capitalized, I just say make sure everything is in capital letters. I'm going to give you a couple suggestions, and then you can pause the video and work a little bit. First, let's talk about the video. This is a hyperlink from a URL of a YouTube video. So the way that you hyperlink something, you could either type out what you want to type, which I always say watch this video, click here, and I make it in red text, and then I'll go over to this hyperlink button and it will pop up there, and then I'll just put my URL of the YouTube video and hit apply, and then our YouTube video is there. And this is the video that's going to help them answer all the questions. And you could simply put your 5 or 6 questions here. I always skip a space because it gets jumbled up and I think it just looks better. So you could do your 5 or 6 questions. A couple of other things. I don't really want you to worry about this now because I'll show you how to format each cell in a little bit. Make sure that you put answer all in capital letters up here, just so there's no confusion whether it's lowercase or capitalized, anything like that. I also give them a couple hints. In this case, every single answer is all one word. Yours may or may not be that way. I tell them that a red box equals a wrong answer. So if they go in here and they put a letter in there that's wrong, it will turn red. Like I said, I'll go over that format later. All answers in capital letters. Again, you can't put this too many times on there. I tell them to make sure that they watch the video for help and type in the word and then click out of the cell, because if I just put A in here and I stay in there, it's not going to do anything. But once you click out, it will change the box color. So at this time, just pause the video, get your questions all typed in there, get your video in there with the URL hyperlink, and consider doing some of these links. Alright, so it's time to format the Google Sheet. This is my actual Google Sheet for the Odyssey, so I'm not going to go in here and change these up, but what I will do is I'll take this cell down here and show you how to format it. Now I want to go back really quick just to show you the color directional lock up here. So I'm going to make it larger and I'm going to push this stuff out of the way. This is a color lock, and if you see, it's a directional lock that I changed into a color lock by putting color boxes over top of it. For this, you're only going to want to format 4 colors. Okay, that's it, because that's all the lock can hold. So green, blue, purple, and yellow are your 4 colors. You do not need to worry about a direct color match, but get it, in the realm of purple, in the realm of blue and green, and also yellow. So if we go back to this, we want to keep that in mind. I'm going to show you how to format this cell, and it will just be repeating the process each time, so you could pause the video and kind of work through it. Alright, so now it's time to format our Google Sheet. The first thing I want to do here is just put where our next question would be as a placeholder. It would be there, our answer would be here. To make it pop out a little bit so the students know where to put their answer, I use the paint bucket up here, which is the fill color, and I change the background so they would know where to put their answer. Now, after that, we must format that cell to change the color when they put the correct answer in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit Format, Conditional Format. Now keep in mind that the cell that you want to format is highlighted. From there, we're going to change where it says Format Cells If, and we're going to change it to Text is Exactly. So when we do that, we're saying whatever's in the cell is going to be exactly what needs to be there for it to change a specific color to show that the students are correct. And in here, I'm just going to make all capital letters the answer. The answer will be the answer for this one. And then I'm going to change that cell if that answer is correct to a certain color, so they know what color it is for their directional lock. And I'm going to make that blue. And we're going to hit Done. Now, we're going to add a new rule because we changed that box if they type in the correct answer. So what happens if it is not the correct answer? So if the cell is not empty, okay, and does not have the correct answer, what we're going to do is we're going to make that red because that's what we told them that we would do over there. So cell is not empty, does not contain the correct answer, we're going to make that a red box and we're going to hit Done. So now we have two rules. If it's the correct answer, it will turn blue. If it's not the correct answer, it will turn red. We could go back and we can check to make sure that all our formatting is correct by typing in answer and then clicking off of there. Well, it turned blue. Now say we did a different word that is incorrect. When we click off of it, it turns red, so the students know that they're incorrect. If it's blank, it's just going to have a gray box. So now you can hit pause and you can go through each one of these. Pick your 4 colors that's going to be on your directional lock. Keep in mind that I give you a copy of the Google form that you could just change. So if you stick with the 4 colors that we talked about, blue, purple, green, and yellow, if you use those colors, you won't have to do anything new to your Google form that holds all your lock combinations. So I would suggest just sticking to those 4. But once you're done with that, you can come back and you'll be done with this piece. Alright, so the only thing that we have left to do is to get our picture, because our goal is once we go through each clue and develop each clue, we have all the resources that we need to make our new Google site. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into our Google Drive. We'll go into the Clue 2 folder. I already imported a picture in which I want to put into my as my placeholder on my new Google site, but what I like to do is take a photo file or an image, and I like to put it into Google Drawings just because later on if we want to change anything with that picture, it's a lot easier to do that in Google Drawings. So in your Clue 2 folder, you're going to hit New, you're going to go down to More, you're going to click on Google Drawings. I always give this a title of Clue 2 because that's what we're doing. And I'm just going to say Image. Okay, once we have that, all you have to do is import your photo or your image into Google Drawings. To import your image once it's already in your Google Drive, you just go up to Insert and Image, and then what we're going to do is go down to our drive. It's going to bring up our drive, and here's my Clue 2. People of the Odyssey. I'm going to click on that bring it in, and then we can kind of resize it however we want. And then we're done with clue 2.